Hello guys, so welcome again to my channel. So we're reading Smart Money Woman by Arese, and we're currently in chapter 12, which is the last chapter in the book. So yes, we've gotten to the end. So this chapter is called Becoming a Smart Money Woman. To the reading, Zuri looked on in amusement as Tishola rummaged in the closet. "What are you doing? Get ready to go play squash again?" "Yes, that dinner at Sevruga was great, but I don't want to pack on the pounds, so I have to stay active," Tishola responded. Zuri took in his trim fit frame and laughed. "You are so vain. Vain care. You don't want me to lose these 6 packs, do you?" he joked back. "What are your plans this morning? Spa? Babe?" "Because I know you have no plans to walk out this holiday," he screamed. "Leave me alone, Joe," she said, and playfully tossed the pillow at him. "I plan to do just that, and in the exact order as well. Sue me." "No need to go violent, young lady. Let's meet for lunch at Nobu at 1. I'm having coffee with a quick meeting with Mr. Matt after I beat him at squash." "Sounds great, but I thought you went walking on this holiday, Mr. Preware." Zuri couldn't resist teasing him. Tishola was such a workaholic and didn't do downtime very well. "This money isn't going to make itself, babe," he replied with a grin as he shut the doors behind him. Zuri headed to the balcony with her money journal in her hand to work on tracking her progress for the month. It gave order to what could have been the chaos of her financial life, because every month she could give herself a monthly performance review, tracking her income, expenses, goals, and it kept her accountable. It was still her favorite gift from Tishola because it was thoughtful and really had made the most impact in her life. "Done." She leaned on the railing and looked at the picture square view of Table Mountain from her balcony suite as a slight breeze drifted through her hair. They were staying at the one and only resort in Cape Town, and Tishola had really gone all out planning this holiday. He had booked a lush 2-bedroom suite, and it had been a series of dinners, spa treatments, and meeting up for drinks with Tishola business associates in South Africa. Their relationship had come a long way in recent months, and it felt like they had a better understanding of each other. He had introduced her to new music, new books, and a new perspective on life. Despite his incredibly busy schedule, Tishola still found ways for them to have fun and enjoy their relationship, and she never felt neglected. In fact, she loved that he was so focused, and she truly admired his passion for his work. The man thought no small thoughts. He was always go big or go home in everything that he did. Even with her, Tishola made it clear that he wanted to see her win. So he was investing his time, supporting her dreams, challenging her, and she would even go as far as to say inspiring her creativity. His ambition and the vision that he had for her life could be intimidating. She knew Tishola couldn't be with a woman who wasn't driven. At first, that scared her, but in the last 4 months, her drive was at the max. The last 12 months had been a struggle for people she cared about, but for better or worse, they had all come out stronger. Her mother had settled back into the family home and was still calling every week to harass her about getting married. Tammy, Lara, Ladu, and Adesua had all been through different degrees of changes, but their bond remained just as powerful. And with things with Ishola looked promising. For the first time in a long time, she was excited about the future. Life was good at work too. She had been a superstar at Richmond, and her idea to build a new division had panned out, now contributing almost 3% to the company's bottom line. But her success had not come without a few teething problems. At first, it had been difficult to get more than 10 interior designers to sign up and pay to be on the platform, and they needed a critical mass for it to succeed. Only the designers she had worked with in the past were willing to participate, and Mr. Tunde had started to get jittery halfway into the second month because it seemed like there was no traction and the firm was unwilling to spend any more money on marketing. So she had gotten creative and decided that the only way to get buy-in was to show them just what the platform could do. She had a light bulb moment and decided to use social media to display the work of the interior designers who had worked with Richmond in the past and had managed to expand their clientele as well as improve their profit margins. The substantial revenues they were ranking in were sizable in comparison to the nominal fee plus commission they had to pay to be on the platform. She showed the value the platform was bringing to the clients that were need to publicly endorse the service. People who had specific taste but didn't want the hassle of trying furniture shopping in Nigeria to hunt down the perfect piece for their homes. Even the furniture stores were enjoying the extra traffic the platform was bringing, along with the increased sales. By the month end, not only had Mr. Tunde promoted her to a junior vice president, the role had come with a salary bump, even more than the 20% increase she had originally asked for. This was thanks to the members of the board who were all duly impressed by her initiative in building an entirely new revenue stream for the company. On occasion, she still felt like an imposter, that she didn't deserve the success, but she also knew it was self-doubt raising its ugly head. She wasn't a billionaire, but she felt like she was more in control of her money, and she had started investing towards her goals and building assets in stocks and land. Go girl. Instead of giving in to instant gratifications and impulsive spending, she chose to spend her money intentionally on purchases that supported her goals, which would sometimes mean the Chloe Drew's bag she had been lusting over. As a matter of fact, these days, such an expensive splurge was usually a reward for reaching a long-term financial goal. She had successfully created systems around her money that allowed her to prioritize her goals, live well, and make better choices. Zuri was learning to own where she was in her journey and stay true to her authentic self. She felt like she was no longer on a career ladder to nowhere, and though she hadn't quite figured out her purpose, she felt she was on her way there. She finally understood that building wealth was about creating more options for herself long term, and she was starting to realize that if she stayed rooted in trying to discover said purpose and the contribution she was born to make to the world, doors will open for her. Zuri had discovered she was her own hero. Smart money lesson. The definition of a smart money woman. A Smart money woman is the woman we should all aspire to be. She's the combination of the best parts of African women I respect. She has an entrepreneurial mind that sits on several boards like Ibukun Awosika. She's a pioneer of industry and creates jobs like Tara Fela Durotoye and Yewande Zacchaeus. She's fearless like Moabudu, who has the guts to pursue a dreams of owning her own network regardless of how impossible it seems. She's committed to raising the next generation of female leaders like Osayi Alili. She shapes the narrative of new African culture like Bolanle Austin Peters, and she has the financial mind of women like Nimi Akin-Kugbe, Aruma Ote, and Bola Adeshola. She's a woman whose hustle has purpose and has learned to make money, keep money, and grow money. She's a master of her craft, lives by her own playbook, and is in the top 10% of her industry. She doesn't worry about whether there's money in the new fed industry. She has found her calling in life, something that matches her passion with her skill set, and regardless of where she is in the process, she's excited and confident that she will make money because she has positioned herself for success, and she knows this is where she can maximize her earning potentials. Ultimately, improving her net worth is more important than upgrading her wardrobe. This mindset helps her reason when she's spending. Buying a designer bag becomes a reward for reaching a long-term financial goal, as opposed to buying one just because there's money in her account. She devises the same amount of joy from investing in assets as she does spending on her lifestyle expenses. She'd rather live like a princess forever than live like a queen for a few years. She's the sort of woman that we are all capable of becoming. I have described who she is she who she is to me, but I want every woman who reads this book create and become her own version of the smart money woman. That is the end of the book, and I want to discuss a little. Yes, it's a great book. It's an absolutely splendid book with a lot of lessons. But have you seen the actual series on Netflix? You know Arese, that's our fave Arese. She put out the Netflix series, or TSTV Netflix, anyway, on this smart money woman. And then she uses Osas, my fave. I'm sorry, I use fave too much. But Osas is literally what I envisioned Zuri to be. She used Osas as the Zuri character, and she played it to perfection. But you see, Tishola, our dream Tishola that we absolutely adored and loved and desired for ourselves. The character they used to play Tishola, you guys, you need to watch it to understand what I'm saying. He's so stiff. He didn't bring out Tishola. I'm sorry. He didn't bring out what I envisioned Tishola to be. I beg. The guy was acting like he was remote controlled, so stiff, like they forced him to act. You all should go and watch it. It's a nice watch. Try not to cringe when you see Tishola. He's good looking, but his acting skill out the window. Thank you for listening to my reading. I'll start book 2. The title of book 2 is Smart Money Tribe. So the series is not yet out, so I don't know if I should read the book before the series or after the series. Yeah. And after that, you tell me the next book you want to read, would like me to read. I'm all down for it. Take care. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.